and some disappointing scores that we got to get through. Very disappointing for a lot of us, especially for me as well. I mean, holy crap. What a week of football that has just went down the hill for a lot of people. Uh, it's very, I don't know, disappointing. That's what it would be for me, at least. Very disappointing right now. But yeah, so real quick, big news coming back. WWE War Games, November 30th. Paul Heyman's return Friday night on SmackDown. He has returned. CM Punk is the fifth member for the Bloodline. And then Rhea Ripley has returned as well now. She's the fifth member for Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Yeah, so November 30th, War Games, Survivor Series War Games. So that'll be November 30th. I'll be able to watch that once I return home that night, if I'm not dog-ass tired and have to watch it the very next day. Caden, let's start with you real quick, bud. You were in Pittsburgh yesterday, bud.
I was.
What the hell were you doing in Pittsburgh, buddy?
So I was at the PPG Smash tournament.
Oh.
And so, do you want me to go through my entire day that day?
Sure, man. Tell me what you got, bud.
Alright. So we started out in the doubles tournament.
Okay.
We didn't place well there. Me and my teammate, we got third out of the four teams that went. And we went 1-2. We won one game and lost two. And then we got to singles, which was the main part of us going.
Okay.
And I had gotten fourth out of 66.
Nice. Congrats there, bud.
I mean, it was definitely an experience.
So how did you get into something like that? Like, how did you start? How did you go about coming about that tournament there, bud?
So, I mean, as you know, I love Super Smash Brothers. Like, it's a very fun game, and I've always during the little tournaments that me and my friends used to hold, not to brag or anything, but I used to be the better of us in that. So I was like, hey, why don't I get into Smash tournaments? And we went to the one in Athens. I'm pretty sure I told you about that. We got that one in Athens a few months back. I think it was in April.
I don't remember. I don't think you ever told me about that one, bud.
No, maybe that was when you and I weren't friends yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think you and I had met at that point yet, bud. Because we met up in the Highlands back in June.
Yeah. But yeah, I've always just had a fondness for Super Smash Bros. And we just going from there.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats on the fourth place. It would have been awesome to hear you hit first that day.
I know. Just there are some people who are better.
Yeah.
Like the saying goes, there's always a bigger fish.
Oh, yeah. So, Caden, as I said earlier, there was some very disappointing football games this week, bud.
No, yeah, you told me.
Very disappointing. And let's start off in high school. Ohio playoffs have been going on. Two of the teams that we have here listed are no longer in the playoffs. They lost. Let's start off at the top of the board here. Colonel Watterson School 37, Steubenville 7. Indian Valley 48, the St. Clairsville Red Devils 7.
Yeah.
Did you go to that game Friday night, bud?
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm a little, that's very, I mean, both, okay, look, okay, I'm not going to take anything away from St. Clairsville, but if you're St. Clairsville right now, you had a very disappointing, into the playoffs in the very last game. You guys did very exceptionally well.
Yeah.
And you guys remained undefeated throughout the season. Now, you weren't Barnesville and lost to Wheelersburg right off the bat.
I know.
But I can definitely tell you Indian Valley, from what I'm understanding, is a very, very good team.
Yeah.
So
I know that.
Steubenville was very disappointing as well. They were undefeated this year and lost 37-7. So I wonder if there were some mistakes that were made during both these games that cost both these teams their chances. But mistakes were made, and you move on.
Exactly.
West Virginia playoffs started Saturday. Number 13, Musselman at number 4, Wheeling Park, Saturday at 4 p.m. And then number 12, University at number 5, Huntington. So teams here are ranked. Now, Ohio doesn't do the ranked squads, but on West Virginia high school playoffs, teams are ranked, and Wheeling Park is number 4.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, they are. So number 5, Wheeling Central, 41. Number 12, Nicholas County, 20. So, but yeah, man, St. Clairsville's out, Steubenville's out. Wow, disappointing end. Holy cow. I don't even want to get into these next scores. These next scores are,
You going to college?
yeah.
Also, I don't think you saw it, but it was last week. The Ohio Bobcats won the Glass Bowl.
Who'd you guys play? Buffalo?
Toledo.
Toledo. Oh, yeah, that's right. Toledo. Guys had Toledo. Toledo's not all that great this year. They haven't really been good for a couple years now, I don't think.
But, I mean, we're one step closer to the MAC, bro.
Well, I can tell you Ball State's not going to be in that MAC.
I know, unfortunately.
We have good games, but it seems like we can't finish them off. So,
Oh, no, Troy. I just saw one of the scores.
uh-huh.
College football.
Yes.
I think it's the one that you're talking about.
Well, let's get into it here, bud.
Yep.
Starting off at big noon kickoff, it was number 5 Indiana versus number 2 Ohio State. Now, there was a lot of talk regarding this game here yesterday, and to be truthful and honest, a lot of people kept saying, oh, Indiana's a fake team, they haven't played anybody. Look, I don't care if your team hasn't played anybody at all. You've done the work, you've put the work in, you've done the job on the field, you've left everything behind. Do what you got to do. If you lose a game, who knows, you still have a chance to make the playoffs.
Exactly.
Number 5, Indiana, 15. Number 2, Ohio State, 38. Final. Ohio State had a good game. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It seemed like it was going to be a lot closer than what it was at 38-15. But, like I've said before, Indiana put in the work that they needed throughout the year. Yes, they haven't really played anybody that was great. They still beat Michigan, which anybody right now could beat Michigan right now. But also within that being said, it's funny to me, when you go to the Horseshoe in Ohio State, you already know what to expect. You really do. The Buckeye fans, it's OHIO all over the place. So, yes, final out of Ohio State, 38-15, Ohio State over Indiana. Let's go down to Texas, where the Longhorns were in a battle yesterday with the Kentucky Wildcats. Texas 31, Kentucky 14, final. Let's go to Minnesota, where the Golden Gophers almost narrowly escaped with a win. Penn State, number 4 Penn State, beat them 26-25. Let's see here. Do what?
I do want to ask you about that game because Minnesota's unranked, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, they are unranked.
So that was like ranked for Penn State, almost losing to an unranked team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's weird because the only way Penn State won was the last second field goal to win the game.
Exactly, they got bailed out by a field goal.
Yeah, so I see. So we still have another week left to go of the regular season, but I also see that rankings are going to get switched up drastically here.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go to the Shamrock Series that happened last night up in Yankee Stadium in New York, where number 19 undefeated Army was at Yankee Stadium for the Shamrock Series against the number 6 team in the nation, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Final out of the Shamrock Series, Notre Dame 49, Army 14. So that's the final for the Shamrock Series. Congratulations to the Fighting Irish. Army, still a damn good season. You guys, in a couple weeks, you guys have Navy for the Army-Navy game, which I'm very excited about. Go Army, beat Navy. Let's go to the nightcap here, folks. We had one upset. We had two upsets yesterday. 3 upsets. Yeah, 3 massive upsets yesterday that are definitely going to rock the college football world. Let's start off in, let's see, where's it at? Where did it go? I just saw it. Aha, here it is. Let's go to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City for number 16 Colorado, Coach Prime and the Buffaloes versus unranked Kansas Jayhawks. Final out of Arrowhead, Kansas 37, Colorado 21. Also, we had another upset yesterday. Auburn 43, Texas A&M 41. Final in 4 overtimes. It went into 4 overtimes last night for an absolute final. 43-41, Auburn beat Texas A&M. Another upset. Number 9, Ole Miss 17, unranked Florida 24. Now, everybody knows I'm a fan of this team, and I can truly say yesterday we got destroyed. We got absolutely decleated, sent back home packing, and our mommies and daddies having to baby us all the way back to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So, here we go. Final out of Oklahoma Nation. The Sooners 24, the Alabama Crimson Tide 3. Now, Alabama fans, I know we're going to try to sit here and say, well, we got cheated. Ryan Williams was wide open, touchdown, we got it taken. I don't care what you have to say about that game. We got beat. Like, we got beat so bad a redheaded stepchild would have laughed at us. I'm being serious. Like, this was embarrassing. This was embarrassing for Alabama fans. And I'm going to say it. Alabama will not be in the playoffs this year. 9-3, no playoffs for Alabama. I don't even think we need to be anywhere near the playoffs. A bowl game, we will get. We will not be in the playoffs. No way. Done. Not happening. But let's continue on here. Wake Forest 14, Miami 42. Georgia 59, Massachusetts 21. Boise State 17, Wyoming 13. SMU 33, Virginia 7. BYU 23, Arizona State 28. Wofford 12, South Carolina 56. Iowa State 31, Utah 28. So, yeah, we had fairly good games, a lot of upsets. Real quick, Caden, did Ohio play yesterday, bud? Or was it just Tuesday?
I don't. I think they played Tuesday.
Okay, so you guys played Tuesday, so that means you wouldn't have played yesterday then.
Yeah, we play. Our last game of the season is against Ball State, the 29th.
Okay. So, and that'll be at Ohio Stadium.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, Caden, any of those games really surprise you at all, bud?
I mean, the Notre Dame game kind of surprised me a little.
Okay.
Because again, Army's been undefeated this entire season, and then Notre Dame just because they lost to an unranked team, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, Notre Dame did lose to an unranked team. It was Northern Illinois.
Yeah. And what was the other game it was? It was the Penn State one because I mean, if you're ranked fourth in the nation, you're winning by a field goal against an unranked team. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah. I think Alabama was really a surprising. Alabama was favored by 21 plus yesterday.
Yeah, that was a surprising one.
Very a big surprise right there for Alabama. Has not been the year. Jalen Milroe was on point the last couple games, went into LSU and completely destroyed the Tigers. But you go to Oklahoma, and I don't know what happened to Alabama, but it was not Alabama football. It was not. We couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop the pass. We couldn't do anything. Oklahoma just came on that field and said, go fuck yourself, go home. And that's pretty much what we did. We just fucked ourselves over. Army, I think Army will definitely have a bowl game this year. There will be no doubt about it. Also, Penn State. Oh man, I say Penn State goes down in the rankings this year, but it's been very. Man, how do I say this? If you escape out of an unranked team's stadium with a squeaker of a win, then there should be no reason why you need to even be in the top 5 right now. So, that's that.
Also, in the MAC conference, 6 teams are 6-1, or not 6 teams, 3 teams are 6-1. Sorry.
Okay, and who's that?
Bowling Green.
Okay.
Miami, Ohio.
Okay.
And Ohio University.
Can you tell me where is Ball State listed on that one, bud?
They are second to last at 2-5.
2-5. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, and then there's just Kent State at the bottom at 0-7. Sorry, 0-11. Sorry, 0-11.
Jesus.
That's overall. In conference, they're 0-7. Overall, Bowling Green 7-4, Miami 7-4, and Ohio is 8-3.
Wow.
Overall.
Well, let's see who wins the MAC conference this year.
It's probably going to be Miami of Ohio.
Either Miami, Ohio, or Bowling Green, one of the two.
I love my Ohio Bobcats.
The Jayhawks, the Red Hawks, or whatever it's called, of Miami, Ohio.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Well, let's go NFL. We got any NBA games today, bud?
We do have some NBA games today. I can give you the updated scores. At halftime, it is Celtics 55, Timberwolves 52.
Okay.
And today at 5 p.m. it's going to be the Indiana Pacers versus the Washington Wizards.
Pacers better win that fucking game.
Dude, the Wizards are at the bottom of the conference right now.
I think we've lost like 6 straight in a row right now. Also, a while back ago, real quick, Caden, you and I were talking about a Joel Embiid trade possible going to Indiana.
Yeah.
I just saw that the other day, and it looks like he might be getting ready to travel to Indiana here, bud.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool to see Joel Embiid in a Pacers jersey.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
You know your basketball. You watch basketball more than you watch football. I want your honest answer. What if you look at the Indiana Pacers? Okay, let's start off with the big man in the middle, Miles Turner. He is not the most. He is one of the most dominating centers in the NBA in that paint. And then you work power forwards, Pascal Siakam. If you bring Joel Embiid into Indiana, what does he bring to the Indiana Pacers big man lineup that helps Indiana out in the long run?
I mean, it would give Tyrese Maxey and Benedict Mathurin more room to space the floor out. I mean, the only issue that I would see is they would have to give up either Pascal Siakam or Miles Turner. And honestly, no offense to Miles Turner, I love Miles Turner, but I think Miles Turner is going to be the one to go, only because he's been there the longest. Maybe a fresh start for him would look better.
See, I would love to agree with you on that one there, Caden, but I can't, bud. Miles Turner is one of the best veterans on that team, and he can help guide these young rookies into a better position in the NBA. And I would love to see a Turner. Like, okay, let me tell you this. Can I give you a big man lineup right here real quick?
Okay.
So let's start off at point guard. Let's go Tyrese Halliburton all the way on point guard. At number 2, I would like to see Benedict Mathurin at number 2.
Okay.
At number 3, I would love to see Pascal Siakam sit at the small forward position. I really would. At number 4, I would love to see Miles Turner as a power forward. Like, oh my God, I can only imagine Miles Turner against like Giannis or somebody like that as a power forward position. And then I would go Joel Embiid as my center. This is my big man lineup. Beat me on the court, up and down the court. But my only issue is if we go after Joel Embiid, can he stay healthy enough? Because he's dealing with injuries right now.
I mean, trust me, Joel has dealt with a lot of injuries in the past, and I mostly blame the Sixers medical team for that. Only because, dude, if you're injured, don't try to play him. And I mean, like, yeah, like he's an MVP candidate, but like, if you want your guy to stay healthy, you can't keep playing him like this. If he has a serious injury, don't let him play.
Yeah.
I don't give like if he misses one All-Star game, dude, it's fine. Like you just need to like that is their fault. It's like they are the Miami Dolphins of medical teams.
Wow. Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Okay.
That's how I look at Joel Embiid is a phenomenal player. In his prime, he could be better than Jokic. Jokic is the greatest player in the NBA right now.
Oh.
But it is just the fact of that he keeps playing either when he's injured or like he just like can't keep that same energy going into. He can't play back-to-back games. They've already decided he can't play back-to-back games. Like it's just one of those things where you just need to look at it and be like, are we the problem?
Okay, so now that at that point you just said that he cannot play back-to-back games. Caden, that is a killer for a team that's trading for you there, bud. You know, if say Indiana trades for him and we let go one of our best centers in Miles Turner and we sign Joel Embiid, at this point here, bud, we have no center. We really don't. Joel Embiid is hurt. God only knows how long it's going to take for him to come back. I mean, Indiana right now, Caden, is on a losing streak right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say what? 6-10 right now.
Yeah. So we are on a little bit of a losing streak at this exact moment here, bud.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you get Joel Embiid, I mean, we could trade for anybody at any point in time. The trade deadline isn't for quite a while, but,
Yeah.
you know, we could trade for people, but I don't know if Joel Embiid is the right fit for an Indiana Pacers team that seems like we are struggling just a tad bit right now.
I mean, you guys are having like your like beginning season like hiccups right now, and I feel like once you guys like get back into like the groove of things, because you guys don't have a backup center right now. Because currently your backup center is James Wiseman, and he is out with I believe a torn ACL.
All right. Well, I mean, so that right there says it all for us, right there, bud. And it's look. I would love to see Joel Embiid in the Indiana uniform. I want to see Paul George go back to Indiana. Oh my God, that would be phenomenal. I think Paul George would be back to where he was if he ever went back to Indiana. I would love to see a lot of players go to Indiana and help rebuild a team that is this close to making the NBA Finals last year.
Yeah.
You know, and things like that. So, you know, I don't want them to get rid of Miles Turner and pick up Joel Embiid and Embiid not be ready to play.
I mean, no, that's understandable. I mean, like, but you also gotta think of, like, do you really do you give up now and just tank for a good lottery pick, or do you, like, actually try to make the playoffs? Because currently, you guys are doing worse than the Pistons right now. The Pistons have more games than they've won all last season.
Yeah, they're not selling the team this year, so.
Like, Detroit basketball, like, Detroit sports in general are at an all-time high right now.
Yeah.
Because if the season ended today, the Pistons wouldn't be in the playoffs, but they'd be close. Like, clearly they're going in the right direction.
They're doing.
Sorry, what?
They're doing something right up in Detroit right now, but it's the Pistons. The Pistons always find those ways to win. I don't know how, I don't know why, but they're one of the most grittiest little fucking teams. They're like the Knicks. And they're like the Knicks almost, bud. But I mean, they're one of the scrappiest little teams out there, and teams hate them with an ultimate passion, but they somehow they find ways to win games though.
I was gonna say, do you remember? I believe it was 2002, the Malice at the Palace.
Yeah, Ron Artest and Ben Wallace, either Ben Wallace or Rasheed Wallace. Ron Artest ran up into the stands up in Detroit. He got into an altercation on the court. So for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, so back in 2002, there was a basketball game. It was the Indiana Pacers versus the Detroit Pistons. I believe it was a playoff game, bud. I believe it was the playoffs. And Ron Artest got into a squabble on the court, and he went to the announcer's table and just laid down there. And a fan threw something at him, and needless to say, Ron Artest got hit, got off the scorer's table, and ran into the stands and caused one of the most absolutely insane fights with a fan I have ever seen in my life. Like, I don't even know if the announcers knew what was going on that day. But I know there was a lot of suspensions. A lot of fines were handed down at that point. But it's the Pistons and the Pacers. Both teams hate each other. It's like the Knicks in Indiana. We hate each other with an ultimate passion. Go fuck yourself. Who gives a shit? Go fuck your mom. You know, shit like that. But it's the Pistons. For some odd reason, Caden, they always find a way to win. Some way, somehow. So, sell the team, send it to Canada, and make a Canadian NBA team. Another one. But
That'd be cool.
hey, you know what? Look, I'll tell you right now, with Carl Anthony Townsend being in New York right now, Caden, I would have loved to see him go to Indiana. I'm not going to lie there. I would have loved to have seen him go to Indiana. Him and Miles Turner, oh my God. That would be like heaven and earth right there for me right now. Either Cat or fucking Rudy Gobert. I like Rudy Gobert. That man's a monster in the middle.
No, see, people hate on Rudy Gobert. I
Why?
don't know. I think, they did an anonymous, like, who's the most hated player in the NBA? And everyone said Rudy Gobert.
I would have said LeBron James. I mean, look, I'm sorry, Caden. He's not my greatest of all time. There's never, he never will be. Look, okay, yes, I understand. LeBron fans, Lakers fans, I understand. I truly do. LeBron went to Cleveland, won a championship in Cleveland, won multiple in Miami, won a couple in LA. I'm sorry, but yes, LeBron is good, but there's so many better players out there than LeBron. And you remember a while back ago, Caden, you and I had talked about if LeBron was in the era of like the 90s or the 80s, how he would dominate that era.
Yeah.
So my question to that would be this. Could LeBron dominate the 90s era with the era being the Bad Boy Pistons era, that Chicago Bulls era, the Celtics era, and that era of the Lakers, man? I mean, buddy, look, the Bad Boy Pistons era had Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas. They had one of the most dominating forces in the NBA at that point. And then you had the Chicago Bulls, which everybody knows Michael Jordan was on that team. When I was younger, I was a huge Jordan and Reggie Miller fan. I'm not going to lie to you there. I was a huge Reggie fan.
You're from Indiana, I assume that.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say, Reggie Miller to you is like God on earth.
oh my God, look, if you wanted a shot made, you went to Reggie. It was Reggie time in Indiana. I mean, it didn't matter where you were. If Indiana was playing somebody, you looked for number 31, Reggie Miller, to come up for it. And as soon as he came up with the ball, you were expecting him to hit some insane long-range three, and it was nuts. Steph Curry is my Reggie Miller of this present-day era. Straight up. Straight up. Somebody get in the comments and argue with me. I swear to God, Steph Curry is my Reggie Miller of this era. I'm calling it right now.
I forgot to tell you, James Harden is now second in all-time three-pointers made.
James Harden. I really haven't heard much about that name in quite a while there, bud.
He's on the Los Angeles Clippers right now. They are, hold on. Clippers are 6th in the West right now.
Really?
So, Troy, I do want to ask, let me pull up the NBA Cup real quick. I do want to ask you, who is your pick to win the NBA Cup? Or who's to make it to the NBA Cup?
Well,
in both conferences.
okay, so I definitely will tell you Indiana will definitely try to be there. As seeing the struggles coming from the Indiana Pacers, I don't really think Indiana's going to win it this year. I think the Lakers have a very good chance at winning the cup this year again. But I think there is teams that Los Angeles might want to look out for right now.
Oh, yeah.
Denver's one of them, and Boston's the other.
Oh, and Cleveland.
Cleveland lost their very first game a couple days ago, bud, and
To the Celtics.
this is a Cavaliers team that we haven't really heard much about since LeBron left, really. You know, and if you think about it, and truthful and all honest, it has been really a unbelievable season for the Cavaliers right now. But see, the question still remains for that though, Caden. Can the Cavaliers keep the momentum going right now? That's the question. That's the big thing right now. It's almost like I'm going to compare them to them. The Cavaliers are almost like the Knicks. If you get an injury that happens to one of the two best players on that team, how are you going to keep that momentum going? And can you keep that momentum going?
So, I mean, all of their players have taken a giant leap this year. Donovan Mitchell's having a phenomenal season, and I get that's their guy right now. He's the man in Cleveland right now. I almost said New York.
Well, look, also, I do want you to say, yes, Donovan Mitchell is there, but they also have a point guard, or he's either a point guard or a shooting guard in Cleveland right now that came from the University of Alabama, and he was a damn good.
Darius Garland?
Yeah, Darius Garland.
I love Darius Garland.
Garland's good. Not gonna lie there to you, bud. But Donovan Mitchell, my God, what an unbelievable! What is it? 2 seasons that man's having right now. That is unbelievable. What was it? Last year he broke the record at 70 points, his career high at 70 points in a game.
Yeah.
Like what in the hell? That is nuts.
Like, trust me, Donovan Mitchell is the man in Cleveland right now. And I will stand by that. Only, like, because, like, I mean, he had a rough time in Utah. They couldn't make it past, like, I think it was the second round.
Yeah, I believe so.
They didn't make it, and they couldn't do it, so they traded him to Cleveland, and now he's thriving right now.
Like he is looking phenomenal, bud. He is looking great in Cleveland. Who's the center in Cleveland right now? Is it Tristan Thompson or?
No, it's currently Jarrett Allen.
Oh, Jarrett Allen. Oh, see, now that's one thing. Wasn't he with Brooklyn a while back ago? Okay.
Yes.
He's the one with the big fucking afro. The big afro, yeah. I got you. I know who Jarrett Allen is. He was with Brooklyn for a little bit when Durant and all that was there. You know, can Cleveland keep the momentum going and take a high seed going to the playoffs this year?
Oh, yeah. And also another team who's picked up their season, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, yeah, I heard Giannis is back and he's doing phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, they went from almost the second worst team in basketball right now to the 5th seed.
Who's all in Milwaukee right now? It's Giannis and who?
Damian Lillard, Chris Middleton, Brooke Lopez. Let's see. Oh, Gary Trent Jr.
Brooke Lopez. That man, I can't remember if it was Brooke or if it was, fuck, what was it? Robin was in Chicago, I think.
Yeah.
Robin Lopez, yeah. I think he was in Chicago. Brooks always been in Milwaukee.
He was in Brooklyn for a little bit.
Was he? Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay. He's got he's been revitalized in Milwaukee now as well. He's very useful in Milwaukee, especially when you need a good block once or twice. Giannis and Damian Lillard, that seems like a Klay Thompson, Steph Curry ordeal right now, if you think about it, because Giannis is the big man in the middle regarding the power forward spot, and then you got Damian Lillard who could do the step back three all day, every day if he needed to. Milwaukee, does Milwaukee have a chance to win it this year?
They have a very solid chance. I mean, Giannis has already come out and said if he doesn't win a championship, he wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks trade him.
Really? Okay, so here's your question here, bud. Caden, you're a smart man.
Okay.
If Giannis gets traded, where does he go?
I mean, again, it's the same thing with the Joel Embiid scenario. Anywhere Giannis goes, they're a championship contender. I would love to see him in a Golden State Warriors uniform.
Wow.
Because if you think about it like this, they've gotten rid of a big
Yeah.
They have money now. They can trade whoever they need to. They can get rid of Jonathan Kuminga, for example. Like Andrew Wiggins, a guy who somehow forgot how to play basketball.
Wasn't Wiggins? Wiggins has always been with the Golden State. I thought he was with Minnesota. Maybe I'm thinking the other guy.
No, he was. Yeah, no, he was with Minnesota, and then he got traded for D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Now look. I'm gonna say this here, bud. I don't say if Giannis gets traded. I'm not saying he's going to go to Golden State. I say one team takes him, and I can see it being the Miami Heat.
Miami would be a great team for Giannis to go to.
And I only say that for one reason and one reason only. Bam Adebayo is one of the best centers out there in the league right now. Him, Giannis, and Tyler Hero on the starting lineup. Oh my God, the Miami Heat would be revitalized right there. That would be a revitalization. I don't want to see Giannis go to Los Angeles. I do not want to see him go into the Lakers because I don't think the Lakers will utilize Giannis as much as he needs to be.
No.
I would also say Minnesota would be another place I could see him going, or possibly a revitalized Utah team. To what is that man? Big ass. He's the. Is it Markkanen? Lauri Markkanen?
Yeah.
Is he like the small forward, like 6'11", small forward?
Oh yeah.
That is the most. Look, Caden, I'm sorry, I don't talk basketball a lot, but you got to be very surprised. I know what I'm talking about here right now, bud.
No, I'm happy to talk about basketball. This is.
But if you look at the Utah Jazz, I mean, you got Lauri Markkanen right now, who definitely could use a little bit of help, and Giannis would definitely be that help that he needs. You know, if he doesn't have the shot, you could dump it right down to Giannis and let Giannis do his business up in the paint. But I definitely would say if Giannis gets traded this year or after this year to a different team, I would either say it's going to be Miami or Minnesota or Utah. One of those three teams will definitely stand up and say, we want him and we will pay him the money we want for him. No doubt about it. I'm not going to deny any part of what I said there, and I'm not going to retract that by any means. I don't see Golden State, and I say that reason why. If Steph Curry doesn't win it this year, I think he's going to retire. Well, hasn't it been? I mean, he's got a 1-year contract in Golden State right now, bud.
Yeah.
So normally, what's that mean to you? If you're sitting at a 1-year contract, your time in Golden State is coming to an end here, bud.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
So, I mean, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that?
So I mean, yeah, he could hang it up like after the season, or not after the season, after next season. But I mean, you also got to think of it as like, what, like they're currently the 1 seed right now. I didn't mean to close that. They're currently the 1 seed right now, and I mean, you just got like they're 12-4. I mean, the closest team next to them is the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they're gonna drop a lot only because they don't have. Like, Chet Holmgren's out with a hamstring injury, I believe. Did you see that injury?
No, I have not, but I think if I'm correct, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's there still, isn't he? SGA.
Yeah.
And he's blowing it up right now in Oklahoma City right now, too. And the Thunder are on a roll. Now, that's not something I normally said very lightly, because the last time you ever hear anything come from the Thunder was when I want to say when Steven Adams, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant was in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
So.
The last thing I remember from Oklahoma was whenever. Do you remember when Dame hit
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Portland erupted that night, bud.
Oh, dude, that was
Holy crap. Look, I mean, it's the Thunder. I mean, look, if the Thunder surprise everybody and they actually go to the playoffs and do some good this year, bud, holy crap, pay money to whoever the coach is in Oklahoma City this year. Like, it's insane. But go ahead, bud.
I was gonna say, one team that I'm surprised is doing really well right now, the Lakers.
Are you really that surprised?
Yeah, like genuinely, I'm surprised. AD is actually playing like how AD should be playing.
Okay.
Anthony Davis is, I believe, third in the MVP race right now. I mean, I get it's only like the third or fourth week, but like,
Yeah, right.
okay. But like another team as well, the Phoenix Suns. Like they like obviously they have Devin Booker and Kevin Durant
Mm-hmm.
and Bradley Beal, but like it's like one of those teams where like like everyone just thought that they were just gonna do okay. They're setting up. They could have a good playoff spot this year.
Phoenix would be interesting. They lost that big man at center. He's somewhere. I think he's in Portland.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, I think he's in Portland if I'm correct here, bud.
Yeah.
And so I think that really hurts the Phoenix Suns a little bit because if you look at DeAndre Ayton, what was it, a couple years back when it was the Bucks and the Suns in the finals?
Yeah.
Ayton was dominating. DeAndre Ayton was an absolute force. He was a Hurricane 3 coming in that middle, bud.
Oh yeah.
So why get rid of a center that was absolutely dominating for you for somebody else? Like that to me, Caden, I'm sorry, but that to me seems a little crazy right there, bud.
I was gonna say I believe DeAndre Ayton was in that trade. That's what because I believe he was in the Kevin Durant trade. Do you know? No, he was in the Damian Lillard trade. Yeah, 'cause it was. Yeah, no, they got Yusuf Nurkic out of that trade. The Phoenix Suns got Yusuf Nurkic out of that trade. You remember Yusuf Nurkic?
I remember Nurkic, but that doesn't mean. Look, Kate, be honest with me here. Look at me here, bud. This doesn't make sense here, bud. It really don't. Like,
Oh no, it doesn't.
why trade a center like DeAndre Ayton for somebody like Yusuf Nurkic? Tell me. I want you to know. You're my basketball wizard in this right now. I want you to tell me what is Yusuf Nurkic done?
I need like, if anything, he's more of like a defensive threat to Kevin Durant and Devin Booker's shooting. So where like, let's say if they miss a shot, he's already back in the corner, like or not the corner, the under the basket, ready to block the shot. You know.
Real quick, Caden, I have a comment here, Jess. Can you read me the comment right here, babe?
Who's your pick for the NBA Cup?
My pick. Who is this comment? Who is this?
Polyworld fan.
Polyworld. Okay, Polyworld. Let's see here. I haven't talked to you in a while. How you doing, bud?
It's been a while.
Caden, who's your pick for the NBA Cup this year, bud?
I mean, for me, it probably will be the Lakers. But for Eastern Conference wise, I'd love to see the Orlando Magic hold up a banner.
That is a pick and a half there, bud. Holy cow, Caden! Wow, Orlando. That is not something I would have heard come from for quite a while. Is the Orlando Magic? I would definitely say. Do we have a list of teams already for the NBA Cup for this, bud?
So they already have the standings ready. Sorry, I was looking at Reggie Miller jerseys. Big Cup standings. So currently C it's the Hawks?
So, Polyworld, I'm going to tell you it comes down to two teams out of this. It definitely will be either the Lakers or the Bucks. I'm going to say that honestly.
The Bucks, okay.
Lakers or the Bucks. It's going to come down to one of those two. What do I got here, Jess?
I think.
Atlanta?
Sorry.
So, Polyworld, you're thinking the Hawks. Wow. Okay.
Dude, the Hawks winning a NBA Cup would be awesome.
Trey Young's in LA, or not LA, in Atlanta, in the ATL right now. So that would be interesting. It would be almost like the Magic winning an NBA Cup as well. It definitely would be revitalizing to that city to bring a banner home. Atlanta, huh? Okay, so Caden, tell me about Atlanta. How's Atlanta looking? We got an Atlanta comment here, so tell me about it.
So Atlanta, let's see. Atlanta is first in Group C. I mean, they're above the Celtics right now because the Celtics are in that group right now.
Now, that question remains Polyworld. Here's the problem, and I'm going to say this, and Caden, I want you to be truthful and honest. Can the Hawks beat the Celtics? Can they beat the Celtics?
They did beat the Celtics.
So they beat them, but can they beat them for the cup?
Oh, I think that'd be awesome. If they beat I mean, they definitely can. They've done it before. Who says they can again?
I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible, but look, anything can happen. The NBA is one of those games that is it's a mystery when you get onto the court. One team could be the worst team in the league, and they could beat the best team in the league because the best team has the off night. It's possible. So look, it's very clear possible. It's clearly possible. Who fucking knows what the hell's going on anymore? But honestly, it'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and decide later on down the road. And Atlanta, that'll be a good pick, but we're gonna have to see when the cup comes in here, bud. Anything else coming from the NBA here, buddy?
I was gonna say a surprising letdown for this season. Do you remember when on a very what's the word I'm looking for here? Not important show. We used to talk on. We were there whenever DeMar DeRozan got traded to the Kings.
Yes. You know, that'll be interesting at the show that nobody talks about anymore.
They're doing really bad right now.
It's Sacramento, bud.
I know.
It's the Kings. Tell me when the last time the Kings were relevant. And it's not the era of Vlade Divac or Chris Webber or something like that. You know, when the Kings traded for Domantas Sabonis out of Indiana, you know, you expected the Kings to revitalize. They had Tyrese Halliburton. They had Domantas Sabonis. You know, if Halliburton would have stayed in the Kings, I think the Kings would have been great. I think they would have been doing okay, but there's no reason to talk about them because there's no relevancy here anymore right now.
I mean, Troy, I gotta ask, from an Indiana Pacers standpoint, what would you rather have? Would you rather have Domantas Sabonis or Tyrese Halliburton?
Sabonis.
Really?
Now look, okay. As a lot of people could see here, I have my Tyrese Halliburton jersey right here. Got my Miners, and I got Jared McCann right here.
Oh.
Now look, Domantas Sabonis was my best power forward in Indiana. Clear as day. Clear as day. Miles Turner ran the paint. Sabonis could shoot the middle, the outside, and the down low. He was all around all three. He could shoot the three if you wanted him to, and he could hit it. That's the funny part. But if you look at Domantas Sabonis, I would have been okay if the Indiana Pacers would have traded for like a point guard that was already a seasoned veteran.
They took a big risk on Tyrese.
Exactly. You said it just for me there, bud. The Indiana Pacers took a huge risk getting Tyrese Halliburton and trading away Domantas Sabonis. I am not a big Sabonis fan, but I will tell you this. Domantas Sabonis was perfect in the Indiana Pacers lineup. He was perfect for the Indiana Pacers lineup. The Pacers should have looked at somebody like a seasoned veteran. Let's give me a couple names here, bud. Let's go, I don't know, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, fucking Trae Young. Somebody like that was already a veteran that knows what they're doing, that can teach young players how to grow more and help that lineup get better and better and better. Don't trade away your best power forward. Yes, I understand, Caden, we have Pascal Siakam, and he is an absolute beast with Miles Turner. But the absolute risk you took in getting Tyrese Halliburton was very, very risky on my point right there.
Oh, no, I don't blame you, because that was a very, risky thing to do. Tyrese Halliburton hadn't made a name for himself yet, and I'm so happy he did in Indiana, because I don't think he would be the player he is today without Indiana.
Polyworld, if you're still here, bud, talk to me about this Indiana ordeal. Not Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton and Domantas Sabonis. Thoughts on that, Polyworld? If you're still here, let me know. Continue, Gabe. Anything else coming from the NBA here, bud?
So I do want to talk about the Kia race to the MVP. So this was from November 22nd. So the NBA says Nikola Jokic is at 1. He's currently leading the MVP race.
Okay.
Jason Tatum's 2, and Anthony Davis is 3.
Okay.
So thoughts on that?
If Jokic still continues his triple-double reign right now, Jokic wins it. Hands down.
Okay.
MVP race this year, I hate to say this, but I think it's going to be this guy right here. This guy right here.
Rookie of the year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Rookie of the Year, Jared McCann right now. Also, do you follow college basketball a lot, bud?
I don't follow it as much as other people, but we can definitely talk about it.
So, real quick, I want to say this. A couple days ago, Duke played Arizona a couple days ago, and Cooper Flagg went off for 27 points that night, bud. And the Blue Devils took down the Wildcats of Arizona. Holy cow. Can Duke win a national title without Mike Krzyzewski being head coach anymore?
Again, Cooper Flagg, next year, is it next year he's going to be in the NBA draft? It's something like that. He is going to be a star. He almost made it to the Olympic team.
Can I tell you something? If Indiana, let's go back. I'm going to kind of bring two topics in at the same time here, bud, so follow with me here.
Okay.
Let's say the Indiana Pacers go for a lottery pick next year, okay? Would Cooper Flagg be a perfect fit for the Pacers?
Oh, yeah. No, and honestly, even if you don't get a good pick this year, I mean, you could easily trade away, what's his name? Nimhard? I don't remember his name.
Nimhard? I think it's Nimhart.
Yeah.
It got hot in here. That heat's on in my house, and it got hot up in here.
Andrew Nimhart.
Andrew Nimhart, yeah. I would get rid of Nimhart and bring in Cooper Flagg immediately.
You could trade him and then maybe whatever pick you guys have, and then probably a pick in the future, and then bang, it just matters who has the first pick, because it's probably going to be Washington.
I would hate to see Cooper Flagg's talent get wasted in Washington, bud. Straight up. Straight up and honest. Anything else here, bud? What do you got?
So Jared McCain is currently leading the Rookie of the Year race. Then Dalton Knecht. Do you remember him? He got drafted by the Lakers.
Here and here, a little bit, yeah.
He's currently number 3. There's a guy in, I believe
Zach. Zach some what?
It's not Zach Edey. It's another rookie. Hold on.
I can't remember because there's another big man that got drafted. He came from not Gonzaga, Connecticut, UConn.
Yeah. No, did you see that post where like Zach Edey did not he didn't seem pleased that he got his UConn ring, like his teammate, because like they both got drafted by the same team and they still got the thing. God, I cannot speak right now. He's saying the thing. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out who the one guy, because it's, is it Jake Wells?
I can't remember. Jess, what's my timestamp on this one right now, bud? Hour and 4.
What's the time?
Okay. Caden, give me a quick minute. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to continue that. Let you look up what you need to look up. We're going to take a quick break here, folks. This is TC Live. We'll be back with you guys here about I'd say 30 seconds to a minute. Give us a couple minutes to resituate, re-aggravate, and we will be back with you guys here in just a second. Love you guys. See you in a bit. All right, guys, welcome back. This is TC Live. We took a quick small break just to get kind of resituate ourselves here for a second. But we are back. Conversational talk today right now is the NBA. Caden, you said you had a score update, bud. What's going on?
Yeah, so currently at the halfway point of the fourth quarter is Celtics 97, Timberwolves 93. Wizards and Pacers are currently tied in the first quarter, 19-19, with 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Mavericks and Heat play at 6. Clippers and Sixers play at 6. Raptors and Cavaliers play at 7:30. And the Nets and Kings play at 9.
Okay. All right. Indiana's tied first quarter. Celtics and Timberwolves A 4-point deficit right there for the Timberwolves. Okay, cool beans.
Moses Brown is currently going off for Indiana right now. He has 11 points in the first quarter.
Interesting.
Moses Brown. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, him. Okay. This is a guy who's only played. He averages 4 minutes in the NBA right now.
Oh, he's doing something. He's doing something good right now, Caden.
Oh, you're telling me.
All right, so you said we were looking up another rookie, a player. Who was this player, bud?
It was Jalen Wells.
Okay.
I knew I was around that name.
Okay. Anything else coming from you, bud?
Nothing particularly.
Awesome. Okay. Well, let's go to the gridiron here in the NFL. We got games going on right now. We got a blowout going on in Green Bay right now. Let's start off with Denver and Raiders. Raiders 10, Broncos 9. Second quarter, 40 seconds left before halftime. 49ers 0, Packers 17 right now. 2 minutes left to go in the second. Cardinals 3, Seahawks 0. Final score updates. Let's get into it. Titans over the Texans 32-27. Congratulations to Tennessee right there. Holy shit, what a big win for you guys. My God. Chiefs 30, Panthers 27.
How do you almost lose to the worst team in football?
I was waiting for that one there, but could you imagine the Facebook memes if Patrick Mahomes would have lost to the Carolina Panthers?
I wouldn't have even gone on anything. They would all just be the Chiefs being fraud memes.
Also, let's continue on. Cowboys are on the winning side today, 34-26 over the Commanders. About damn time, Dallas. What the hell? Tampa Bay 30, Giants 7. Also, news coming out of New York with the New York Giants. The Giants have released quarterback Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is no longer in the Giants uniform now. He is gone. It is either Drew Lock or Tommy DeVito. That is.
I love Tommy DeVito.
Do you really?
I love the memes of him just hey, forget about it.
I forget about it.
Like a mafia boss. I love it, bro.
Well, he is the.
Out of New York.
He was the starting QB today against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they had lost 30-7 against the Bucks. But yeah, Daniel Jones was released by the New York Giants. There was I guess there was very cooperative conversations between him and the owner decided to let him go. So let's go. Good luck to wherever Daniel Jones goes. He is still a damn good QB. He just needs a coach to help him out a little bit more.
Oh my God, Green Bay, what is going on right now?
Yeah, Green Bay is absolutely destroying the 49ers right now. Well, also, that being said, the 49ers are without Bosa and Brock Purdy today, too. So that's a big concept right there on that one. Also, let's go to Miami, where the New England Patriots and Drake May visited the Miami Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill. Dolphins 34, Patriots 15. Drake May still starting for the Patriots, from what I'm understanding here.
I think Drake May got injured.
Is he?
Because they had a wide receiver at quarterback. I don't know if that's a mistake.
I don't know. I've never seen a wide receiver play QB there, bud.
I think that's a Google mistake.
How sure as fuck hope it is. All right, while you're looking that up, let me continue on here, bud. Let's go to Chicago, where the Minnesota Vikings, shut up. The Minnesota Vikings beat the Chicago Bears in overtime, 30-27. Let's travel from Chicago to a couple hours east heading to Indianapolis, where the Indianapolis Colts were in their alternate uniforms today, the Indiana Night uniforms, taking on the best team in the NFC right now, the Detroit Lions. Lions 24, Colts 6. Now, us Colts fans, we knew this was going to happen. We did. We truly knew it. This is a Detroit Lions team that right now cannot be stopped. It cannot be stopped. This run game in Detroit is crazy.
Yeah.
But for us to hold the Lions to 24 points, that's a fucking win for me. That's a fucking win. So tonight, also, let's go Thursday night real quick. Thursday night football this week was the Pittsburgh Steelers in Cleveland against the Cleveland Browns. Browns 24, Steelers 19. Steelers lost. Now, I want this to be known. We had a snow warning Thursday and Friday night for us here in Ohio, Thursday and Friday. Now, I find this very interesting, Caden. During the game in Cleveland, the first 2 quarters, the field was completely clear, bud. There was nothing on the field. When the third and fourth quarter hit, it looked like somebody took a snow globe and went like this. It really did. That field was completely covered in the fourth quarter. Completely covered in the fourth quarter. But the Steelers go down in Cleveland, 24-19. Cleveland with the absolute win. Monday night, it is the Ravens of 7-4 versus the 7-3 Los Angeles Chargers in Los Angeles. Tonight's matchup for the NFL, it is the 8-2 Eagles versus the Rams tonight. So,
Also, I just saw this before we started. Apparently, the Jets are done with Aaron Rodgers after the season.
I've been seeing this, bud. Now, how old is Aaron Rodgers? He's one of the oldest QBs in the NFL right now, ain't he?
I can do a little fact check real quick. Aaron Rodgers. This man is 40 years old.
All right there, Caden. You just answered your own question there, bud.
I don't blame him for being down with him.
He's 40 years old. He had a hell of a career, man. Hell of a career.
You probably gotta go the Brett Favre route and just, go play for the Vikings for a year and retire.
Answer me a question here, Caden. If Brett Favre does not retire, if Aaron Rodgers does not retire, or if the Jets do not let him go, does he still have the ability to play? The answer is no. Answer is no. Okay. Score update real quick, bud. 49ers 7, Packers 17. 1:02 left in the second quarter. Man, Caden, I tell you what, this has been a fucked up week of football. Straight up fucked up week of football. Straight fucked up week in the NBA right now. It's been absolutely crazy. Caden, real quick, bud, do you have any plans for next week here, bud?
Next weekend?
Uh,
Weekend is
Thanksgiving
December
week.
1st.
Thanksgiving week, actually, next week.
Not really, honestly.
Okay. Well, I know where I'm going on Tuesday next week. Heading out Tuesday afternoon around 1:30. So Caden, real quick, bud. I want to say this real fast. Today is our Thanksgiving special stream today. We will be doing a Christmas Eve stream this year as well. And possibly a New Year's Eve stream as well, too. This year for Thanksgiving, a lot of people are going to travel. And so I definitely want to tell everybody, please be safe out there. Follow the road. Be careful. Watch for drivers. Watch for motorcycles on the road if there are any. And when you go, just please be careful this year. It is a very stressful year this year for a lot of families, and we do not want to see anybody get hurt this year or drinking and driving. Thanksgiving is a time to spend time with your family and your friends. So please be careful, everybody. This year it is very hard and it is very stressful. So everybody, please be safe. It goes for you, for you there, Caden, as well. If you do travel this week,
I don't travel.
definitely for us, we will be traveling. It's Tuesday afternoon. Caden, do we have anything else at all today, bud?
I did want to bring up. I know you're not a big fan of AEW, but AEW Full Gear was this weekend.
Okay.
So it was the card for the show was. I'll just read the card out. It was the Champagne Celebration featuring Mariah May and Mina. Then it was Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. Roderick Strong versus MJF. I love MJF. Swerve Strickland versus Bobby Lashley.
That would be a good one.
Switchblade Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page.
Now, can you correct me if I'm wrong? Adam Page, wasn't he originally Adam Cole in NXT?
No. Adam Cole, I believe he is going to fight MJF next pay-per-view. He still goes by Adam Cole.
Oh, okay. So he still goes by Adam Cole. I thought the WWE owned his name, or did he go by his own name?
I think he goes by his own name, and only because of I think it's literally just because like Adam Cole, like he's been Adam Cole for years. He's been Adam Cole before Adam Cole was in WWE.
Okay.
Another match, TNT Championship match, Daniel Garcia versus Jack Perry.
Okay.
Did you know Ricochet is in AEW?
Yes. Ricochet's there. Also, good news. I'm glad you said that as well, bud. Ricochet's fiance
Yeah.
might be the new ring announcer for AEW, from what I'm understanding.
That I do not know because they've had a lot of controversy with that, and like WWE fans are like getting all mad at her.
Also, I'm going to switch you for a second. I'm going to switch gears on this one for a second here, bud. Let's new ring announcer for the WWE back again as the ring announcer is Lillian Garcia.
Yeah, I saw that.
Congratulations to Lillian Garcia. Holy cow. It's been a long time for you to come back. Sad to see Samantha Irvin go. She was one of the best out there. But Lillian Garcia is the OG of it all.
The main match I wanted to talk about for AEW, to the two matches, sorry, it was Big Boom AJ. Have you seen the memes? Have you seen the Costco guys?
No, I have not. Send me a picture of this real quick. I want to see this real quick, bud.
Oh my god, here. Tell Jess to open her TikTok. I'm gonna and then go to the following on our on the TC Live TikTok, which you guys should all follow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So definitely. Everybody, I wanted to let you know I didn't put links in here yet, but we will definitely put links in the comments and stuff like that. We do have our Instagram, TC Live Podcast on Instagram. Please come follow us on that. Also, YouTube, definitely, as you can see, TC Live Podcast. Give us a like, subscribe, share for us. It definitely helps us out, bring more content to you guys. Our TikTok, I really never got a chance to really follow the TikTok or work on the TikTok as much. I don't work a lot with social media. That's more my wife and Caden. I'm like the OG of everything. I'll send smoke signals.
Yeah, tell Jess to look at the following on TikTok. I just followed them.
Do you have the TC Live TikTok, Jess? But anyways, while she's doing that, tell me about this, bud.
So it was Big Boom AJ versus QT Marshall.
Now, hold on. Are you saying boom or boob?
Boom. BOOM.
Okay. At first, originally, me and my wife looked at each other because we thought you said big boob AJ.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, big booba.
But these guys have taken over the internet. Like originally these two, like this guy and his kid went to Costco. You've heard of Costco, right?
Yeah.
It's like the less better version of Sam's Club. Oops.
Oops. Wow. If we ever got a Sam's Club sponsorship, we are not now.
No, I said Sam's Club is better than Costco.
Oh. Okay, continue, bud.
But they literally just went to Costco and were like, we're Costco guys. Of course we, like, and then they just did a thing. Like, and then they turned it into this whole bit where, like, they would try foods and they would be like, oh, this is a big boom. Or if it was bad, they would say doom.
Oh, wow.
But, and then somehow, like, the dad, who's AJ, was originally formerly a wrestler in the New Jersey indie scene.
Okay.
And he got a match at AEW Full Gear, and he won. So.
Wow. Also, controversy coming out of the WWE right now. So originally when we got started today, we were talking about a little bit of WWE mixed in. November 30th, Survivor Series War Games is this next week, actually. Big news coming out of War Games right now. The teams have been made. So let's start off real quick. I'm going to switch you from AEW to WWE here real quick, Caden. Let's start off the women's division for War Games. You have Raquel. You have Liv Morgan, Nia Jax. I'm assuming Tiffany Stratton's there for that team as well. And one other, Candice LeRae, I believe. Also, for the other side of that, you have Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, Mommy's back, Rhea Ripley is back, and looking strong right now. She looks deadly. Also, there is one other one. I can't remember her name as well. Naomi. Naomi's on that list for them right now, too. So, big... Do what?
Sorry. Jade Cargill's injured.
She was. The other night, she was driven through a car. Driven straight through a car. Now, I don't think that's really going to stop her, bud, because if you look at Rhea Ripley, she was hit in the head with a baseball bat. And she's back already.
So, I have a theory about that one.
Okay.
I think it was Bianca Belair.
Really?
That's my vote. That's my little game theory.
You're going to have to explain that one there, bud, because I don't think you are correct here, bud.
So my working theory is Jade's been taking all the spotlight from Bianca in this tag team that they're working with.
Yeah.
I think Bianca's sick of it, and I think they're gonna turn Bianca heel and make Jade the babyface, and they're gonna have a match at either the Royal Rumble or maybe Elimination Chamber.
Okay. Interesting. Also, we have some. Okay, so everybody that's out there with us that watches the show with us, I want everybody to talk to me about something. We know when we're doing a project at home, we call it DIY. It's do it yourself, right?
Oh, are we good? Okay, yay.
So we have a little bit of an issue, a DIY issue going on right now in the WWE. Tommaso Ciampa looks like he turned on Johnny Gargano right now, bud. DIY problems?
So I have another working theory again. I would love. Okay, there are two things I would love to see. I would love to see a Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa match at WrestleMania.
Okay.
But they've already done that in NXT. Triple H, I think, is done with that. I think they're gonna turn DIY heel. I would love to see the Blackheart back. Do you remember?
Okay. I'm going to stop you for a second.
Okay.
Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano in TakeOver in new NXT destroyed that arena. They absolutely destroyed that place. What if we saw an Extreme Rules WrestleMania match, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, Extreme Rules, everything goes, all street fights, let them duke it out. Or, like you said, we could definitely see a DIY turn heel. Yeah, I think we both are, to be truthful.
It would have to be for the title. It would have to be for an Intercontinental title, a U.S. title, something like that. Make it mean something. Don't just bring family into this or anything like that.
So how about an idea of a hardcore championship back, bud?
That'd be cool. But I just feel like there's too many titles in WWE right now. They're just adding a women's U.S. title.
Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna win that? I want Candice LeRae. All I'm gonna say.
No. Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane, okay.
I'd like to see either Kairi Sane win it, or I would say Tiffany Stratton.
Another thing. I want justice for Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser, why?
I would love to see Ludwig Kaiser win the Intercontinental title.
Who has that right now?
Braun Breaker.
Breaker's going to destroy Ludwig.
Well, the thing is, he's in a rivalry. Ludwig's in a rivalry with Sheamus right now.
Oh, is he?
And Sheamus is fighting Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title at War Games.
Oh, so real quick here, bud. Wait, Sheamus is fighting Breaker for the title at War Games?
Yep.
Oh, that'll be interesting. I'd like to see Sheamus win it.
And could you imagine Sheamus win the title and it'd be Ludwig versus Sheamus for the title?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Cool.
Also, here, real quick here, bud. Did you see the, I think it was a Raw episode. If Tiffany Stratton won Liv Morgan's title, did Dominic Mysterio come with it?
I did see that.
Because she straight looked at Liv and goes, I can lose a little bit of dirty in my life.
Like, it's not fair. Not fair. I'm gonna fight Dominic Mysterio.
What? Are we saying that you're jealous of Liv Morgan right now? Or you're jealous of Dom?
Just a Dom, goddammit.
God damn.
Jess agrees.
All right, so let's go real quick. Caden, what do we have for War Games matches this week, bud?
So let's do a little prediction real quick.
Yeah, sure.
So it's Roman, the Usos. That's the main event. Never mind. So the first match is the Intercontinental title match. Braun Breaker and Sheamus.
I'm going to say Braun Breaker wins that match.
Yeah, I think Ludwig's gonna interfere and probably cost Sheamus the match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Undisputed championship match. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. I would love for Kevin to win this. Kevin deserves it.
Oh, man.
Sick of Cody Rhodes.
I don't think Kevin... I don't think Cody's going to lose this match. I think Randy Orton's going to have something to say about that one, bud.
I don't know. Only because I would love for KO to win by a pile driver, just so he would have to because Nick Aldis, if he's the champion, he can't suspend Kevin Owens.
He can.
I mean, he can, but then SmackDown will be without a champion.
True. That's why you keep Cody as the champ. Now, see, look, you like to pull your theories out here, Caden. I have a theory. I have a theory for you.
Okay.
So, hear me out on this one here, bud. Cody Rhodes beats Kevin Owens. Randy Orton and Cody reunite Legacy.
That'd be cool. But the only thing that I would not like about it, who would beat Cody after that? Because there's really no one. If Kevin loses, who's gonna beat Cody?
Roman.
Roman.
Look, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say. Like you said, I like my theories to an extent, but I'm gonna say this clearly as day. Cody is going to get close to beating Roman's record of the longest reigning. Roman beats him to win back that title.
That'd be cool. I don't know, how many days does Cody need to beat Roman? Because it's been, what, a year?
It's been a year. It's been this year when Cody won the title, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Cody's reign right now is what, 6 months?
Yeah, something like that.
Roman held the title for 3 years.
Yeah, man. I don't even think Roman will be doing this in 3 years.
What if we have a bloodline ordeal going on with 3 more years, man?
Oh my god, I couldn't, bro.
I'd be so pissed. I'd be so fucking mad. I really would. Like, I'm so tired of hearing about the bloodline half the time anyways. Like, Christ sakes. No, it's funny, Caden, because if you look at it a lot, you know, this bloodline ordeal's been going on, 2 years now? And it doesn't seem to be quitting at all. But, yeah, so War Games is going to be huge this year.
We still got some more matches to go through.
Continue.
We got Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Io Sky versus Liv Morgan, Raquel, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae.
Jade and Bianca and Rhea win that match.
The only reason I say not is only because they have both champions on the heel side.
True. But the only two I can really see, I see Rhea taking out Nia, and I see Jade Cargill taking out Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But I don't like the theory of Bianca Belair. I can't agree on that one, bud.
And that's okay. Again, it's just a theory at the end of the day.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it is.
I think it'd be cool.
But it would be. It would definitely be very interesting. Continue. Match number 3.
Yeah. So we have Gunther versus Damian Priest. That's gonna be Gunther.
El Campeon! El Campeon is coming back with the title.
You think Gunther's gonna lose?
I say El Campeon takes the title back.
Okay.
Damian Priest comes back as El Campeon.
Okay. And then the main event, Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn and CM Punk versus Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Bronson Reed.
Man. All right, so real quick, I want this to be said. Paul Heyman is back. The wise man is back. But who's he the wise man for is the question. Because it seems like he's working with CM Punk now. Almost.
Again, I'm sure you can tell I love long-term booking. I think this is just long-term book. I think Seth is going to do something in this match.
Well, Bronson Reed is a terror. He has become a terror in the WWE, and how he is still around is beyond me. I am very shocked that it is not Seth Rollins as the 5th member for the OG. I'm also very surprised that it is not Brock Lesnar.
So again, this is another little thing. I think CM Punk I think this is just a way for CM Punk to piss off Seth Rollins because Seth doesn't like CM Punk.
Yeah, but didn't they have a mutual agreement once already?
That was, I think they had a mutual agreement whenever it was for Gunther's, or whenever Damian Priest was champion. I could be wrong on that.
Interesting. But yeah, El Campeon is coming back, and that is not being biased. I love Damian Priest ever since he left Judgment Day. But El Campeon is coming back. You hear what I'm saying? I'm walking here. I need a soundboard. Like, I just want a soundboard just so I can push the button. No, Damian Priest will win that title against Gunther. The OG Bloodline wins against Tama Tonga, Solo Sikoa, Bronson Reed. I'm really curious, bud, because I don't see this cage in War Games holding these guys. I really don't. This cage, they're going to destroy this ring here, bud.
Oh yeah.
So question, who has the advantage for that match? Do you know?
I mean, I would say the new Bloodline has a better advantage only because they're more like in unison. It seems like Jay still wants to do his thing and eating. Roman still wants to be the tribal chief. Jimmy seems to be the only one that's on board with like everything.
What about Sammy?
So I mean, Sammy, like the only reason he came back was because Roman had to apologize. Roman had to get rid of his own ego to, you know.
So here's my question here, but you know, we have a big main event for War Games, and
Oh yeah.
you know, will both those rings hold these guys? Because this is a hurricane coming in right now, bud.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is a massive storm coming into the War Games, and I don't see this. I see this getting very bloody very quickly. Straight up.
I definitely see like a lot of weapons getting put into this match. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind.
All right. So, question. Let's make a guess here. Who bleeds first?
Probably Tama Tonga or Tonga Loa.
Okay. Jacob Fatu is going to be a big asset to this fight too. The Samoan Werewolf. He's going to be a big asset to this match as well. But yes, this is Survivor War Games, November 30th. Also, big news coming out of that, WWE will be shutting down WWE Network because all WWE will be going to Netflix as of January 2025.
As everybody's watching it and it's buffering.
Every day I'm buffering. Yeah, that's going to be the big issue. Can Netflix get their shit fixed before this time? Also, so that being said, Caden, anything else from you, bud?
Do you want to do a little score update for NFL?
Sure.
I can read them all. Okay, so currently at the beginning of the third quarter, Broncos are beating the Raiders 16-13.
Okay.
The Seahawks are up 7-3 at halftime versus the Cardinals.
Okay.
At the beginning of the third quarter, it is Packers 17, 49ers 7, and then the other two games haven't started yet.
Awesome. Okay. So, also, big news. Also, I want to say this. I saw it on Facebook. March 10th, 2025, NAL Game Day at West Banco Arena, Monday night. The Wheeling Miners open up the season against the Harrisburg Stampede, which we will all be there that night, that day as well. So, NAL Game Day at West Banco Arena, Monday night, March 10th. So, new season for the Wheeling Miners. I think Coach Resignalo and the Wheeling Miners are very highly favored this year as well for the NAL. Brad Negron, I just want you to know, we still live rent-free in your head here, bud. It's Wheeling Miners all the way, Negron. Coach Rez, we love you, buddy. Go Miners. Nailers won last night, 6-4 at Fort Wayne as well. Pittsburgh Penguins lost 6-1 against the Utah Hockey Club. Absolutely destruction in Pittsburgh right now with the Penguins. Caden, do we got anything else today, bud?
I did see Shohei won his third MVP.
Shohei Ohtani, yes.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't it a co-MVP between him and Aaron Judge?
I'm not sure. All I saw was Shohei won his third MVP.
But
MLB.
congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers, MLB World Champions, World Series champions. Congratulations. Holy shit. How many is that, LA? You guys can't beat Boston, but Boston's got your ass in the NBA right now.
Yeah, no, it was Aaron Judge. It was the AL MVP, Yeah, they both won. Sorry.
Awesome. All right, folks. I think we're done for the day, bud. I really do.
Yeah.
I think we're done. So, update with us real quick. We will be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yep.
We will be back in 2 weeks. I will be leaving on vacation Tuesday afternoon. Looks like 2 weeks from today would be the 8th, I'm assuming. Is that correct?
Yep. Yep.
I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Please be safe out there driving, traveling to anywhere you go. Definitely, please. It is very dangerous out there with all the traffic and all these people traveling. Caden, that goes for you too, bud, if you do travel anywhere with your family. And especially goes for us as well. But happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I am grateful for my wife, my kids, everything that I own right now as well. Grateful for my friends, Caden and all them. My brother Hunter, everybody like that. I love you guys. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Let's eat a lot. I'm going to eat a lot. I plan to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already almost 400 pounds. I know I don't look like it because I got the sexy little curves going on now. But big out of that one. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody from us here at TC Live. Caden, thank you for joining. Sorry you couldn't make it here today, bud.
I know, unfortunately.
Glad to have you still joining us on Zoom. Thank you to my wife for helping us out. This is TC Live. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. We love you guys. Please be safe. And we will see you guys on the next video.